Hey, I'm back. Shalom. This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry. Yeah, that MOTB is coming. You know, um, if we look up Stargate, it was a movie or a scientific show. Um, Here we go, Stargate. Um, I'm gonna jump down here to the franchise. It says the franchise. Here, I'm gonna highlight it. It says the franchise is based on the idea of an alien wormhole, specifically an Einst- Einstein Einstein Rosen bridge device, the Stargate, that enables nearly instantaneously travel across the cosmos. The franchise began the film with Stargate, released in October 28th, 1994. Hold on, some more on that. Here we go. The brother had put it in the chat. Basically, it's saying how they're gonna fight the aliens and watch over the universe. And Salakia, I should have went through it and read it first. Salakia. But nevertheless, Stargate and Space Force are going to come together, to fight the Lord in the air. Um, Elon Musk is mad about that. Hey, let's read this real quick. Elon Musk bashes the 500 billion AI project Trump announced, claiming its backers don't have the money. So here's Elon Musk. He's like, look, I want that. I need that, but he already got he got SpaceX, right? It says shortly after President Trump announced a new massive AI infrastructure investment from the White House, First Buddy Elon Musk tried to tear it down. They don't actually have the money. Musk wrote on his social media platform X. SoftBank has well under 10 billion secured. I have that on good authority. Trump said the investment will create a new company called Stargate to grow artificial intelligence infrastructure in the United States. The leaders of SoftBank, which we looked up, OpenAI and Oracle stood alongside, which I think OpenAI is Palantir. Trump During the announcement, their respective companies will invest $100 billion in total for the project to start, with plans to pour out up to $500 billion to Stargate in the coming years, and that's going into the MOTB infrastructure. That infrastructure to tracking and monitoring. China already got some, 40 cameras per one person. Let's look up this OpenAI. Chat GPT. That's what that is. So, man, this thing is, it's heating up. Not only that, you got the planets aligning. You got a lot of stuff that's happening in Babylon the Great in these, in this first week, the 2 days, that Trump has taken office. And, it's going to continue to ramp up and be this way, It's going to continue to happen. It's not going to slow down. People are hip to, as United States Space Force is a part of the Stargate program, They go hand in hand because they're going to Fight the Lord. They're going to fight the Lord in the air. 2nd Esdras 13. I'm going to read this and then we're going to close it out. 2nd Esdras 13:1, and it said, "It came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the east, or from the sea, that it moved all the ways thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, and all the things trembled that were seen under him." So who's this man that waxed strong with thousands of heaven? That's the Lord, Yahweh Shah. As a matter of fact, that thousands of heaven, let's see if we can muster that up real quick. Psalms, what's it, 68? Psalm 68:17, it says, "The chariots of the Lord, or the chariots of the Most High, are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place." The Lord had a chariot. Mount Sinai was a chariot. But even thousands of angels. That's going back to this. 2nd Esdras 13:3, "And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with thousands of heaven. And he turned in his countenance, looked, and all the things trembled that was seen under him. And whatsoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire." It says, "After this I beheld, and lo, there was a gathering together a multitude of men out of the number of the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea." And this out of the sea is coming out of the fourth dimension, as the heavens that you say, because remember there was a war in heaven, and Michael stood up with the angels, and fought against the dragon and his angels. Elon Musk has that dragon, SpaceX, along with Space Force, along with Stargate, what is AI technology, man. It's pretty self-explanatory. It says, "And after this I beheld, and lo, there gathered together a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he graved himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it." So, think of the big, a great mountain, man. And then the Lord is flying upon it. That's that chariot. Going back to the Lord, or the chariots of the Lord, of the Most High, 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. The Lord is among them. That great mountain, and he flew upon it. It says, but I would have seen a region or place without the hill was graven, and I could not. Ezra said, I can't even see around it. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, yet durst fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, or any instruments of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they was all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and a great tempest, and fell with violence unto the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of the innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. And afterwards saw I the same man come down from the mountain, and came unto him another peaceful multitude. So they preparing for this MOTB. They preparing to fight the Lord. They preparing for World War III. The other nations are preparing. Things are moving, in a timely manner. So I'm gonna end it there. I hope you got something out of this. I hope it was edified. I hope to see you on the next video. Lord willing, shalom.